When I did the first video in this series, Learn How to Play a Harmonica, I had no idea that so many people from all around the world would be watching it and writing to me and asking me some questions. I hope that in this last and fourth video that I will have answered some questions that will steer you along the way. The main issue is what kind of music you want to play. If you just want to play blues, if you just want to play gospel and reggae and everyday sort of songs, the 10-hole diatonic will do all you want. If you want to get into serious music and be playing classics and jazz, and if you want to play ballads really nicely, whereby you can pretty them up, you know, with a lot of runs, then you need a chromatic. So if you ask me then which harmonica you should get in order to start with, what should I say? I'd say buy a diatonic, because the diatonic, the 10-hole diatonic, that is the harmonica that you can learn all of the basic rudiments of playing a harmonica on. And then if you like it, then you can go further. But you know, a chromatic harmonica might cost you $150, so you might not want to put out that outlay in the beginning. However, there are things that you can do on a chromatic harmonica that you can't do on a diatonic. It's possible on the chromatic, in order to make chromatic runs and to put a lot of semitones in songs when you play them. And a lot of songs, especially a lot of classical songs, and even a lot of certain ballads too, you know, they have a lot of half tones, half notes in them, and in order to be able to play them, you do need a chromatic. I'm going to play a couple of songs here on the chromatic for you, and I want to be able to demonstrate what I'm talking about, because this valve, when you depress it, gives you the half tone. And I'm going to play some songs, and I'm going to see if, or ask you to watch and see when I'm playing, and listen, and you'll be able to understand what I'm saying, right? See, you couldn't do that run just now on a diatonic. You know, if you get into a jazz-ish piece like Bye Bye Blackbird, see, the valve on the chromatic enables you to pretty up the music somewhat. Well, I don't know how much more time I have. I didn't make a note. What I'll tell you is this. When I was in my 20s, I had a band, and I used to play tenor sax. And in those days, I was self-taught, but there was no one around that I could ask questions of, and I had a lot of questions, and I needed a lot of information, and it just wasn't available. Maybe if it was, I would have remained a professional musician for the balance of the time. Nowadays, you have the internet. You can get so much information off of the internet on how to play a harmonica. Just go up to Google and search for what you want, and you'll find it all there. What you're not going to find on Google is patience, perseverance, practice, and determination. These belong only to you. There's no way you're going to learn anything, and that includes a harmonica or any musical instrument or any other skill. There's no way you're going to learn without practice. Practice can be boring, it can be frustrating, but these are the necessary steps. The thing about a harmonica is it's very portable. You can stick it in your pocket or your purse, and you can take it with you and fool around with it anywhere, anytime. I'm saying to you, it's essential for you to practice, at least 5 or 10 minutes every day. When you practice, try to get good single notes, try to get good tone, try to get good nuances of volume, work on your bending, and you might find it a bit difficult in the beginning, but the more you practice is the easier it gets. And the experience that just about everybody has is that suddenly it comes. You just seem to be fighting it all the time. And then one morning you wake up and it's like somebody turned on a light. And then you wonder what was all of the problem, what was all of the difficulty. Just a few days ago, a student of mine said, I just didn't think I was getting anywhere. And I just woke up the other morning and I said to myself, let me try this bending thing again. And when I went to try, lo and behold, it was just happening. And that's the way it goes. So, if this is the first of my 4 videos you're watching on Learn to Play a Harmonica, make sure that you, of course, look at the other 3. I hope I've given you enough information to point you in the right direction. If you live in Barbados and you're interested in playing a pan flute or a harmonica or a bamboo flute or any the other folk instruments, concertina, accordion, all those kinds of things, do you want me to give you a helping hand, just get a hold of me, and I'll be happy to work with you. I don't charge for lessons, so don't think that it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Just get a hold of me. I'm happy to help. I thank all of you who contact me, all of those emails that come from all over the place. I'm happy to hear from you. Thank you. Keep up the good work. Don't despair. Blessed be.